Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer, and you're listening to WNS, taking all your wrestling and sports information to the extreme.
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron and Tyler Hebert.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I am Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Hebert.
And we welcome you to episode 350 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
On Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel, just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Hebert. Whoop, whoop. So welcome to the show. Episode 350. 350.
Damn.
I need about 350. That's how many episodes of this show you're getting. And loved every single one. But welcome to the show. Got lots to talk about. Feedback, Raw, SmackDown, Clash of Champions predictions, and lots of hot topics to get to this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. Tyler, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Just a little tired.
Getting ready for Christmas?
Yeah.
Is all your shopping done?
Close.
Yeah.
I think I have like 2 people I have to get shopping done for.
I'm the same.
But I have a week that I'm taking off. When my wife is at work, I'm not going to do shit.
There you go.
Because I know when she's home, we're going to be doing stuff.
Got lots of plans, and then time for Christmas and all that. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking off next week. I'm just going to be working Monday and Tuesday. Then I'm off until Christmas Day, and I'll return on the 26th.
There you go.
So, should be quite nice. I'm hoping that I'll have a pleasant time off and come back rested and recovered.
You gonna be watching shows?
I'll try and catch up on some of my shows. Yeah, I'll probably watch Raw and SmackDown.
Okay. Do you like sci-fi shows?
It depends.
Okay. There's a show called The Orville. That's with Seth MacFarlane. It's like Star Trek meets, funny stuff, but it's also serious too. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
I was told that it came out when the new Star Trek stuff came out, the series, and it's actually better. People say online it's better than Star Trek. So even though it's supposed to be a spoof, it's actually pretty good.
Wow. Might have to check that out.
Yeah, and I just started the first episode of Future Man on Hulu. I know. I don't know if he produced it or he's directing it, but it was Seth Rogen. He's not in it, but I think he's producing it.
That's cool.
And the guy from Hunger Games, the boy with the blonde hair,
PETA,
he's like the main guy in there. So it's actually pretty funny so far.
So it's comedy.
Yeah, comedy. This one's like an action. Future Man. So
Might have to look into that.
But I do recommend Orville.
Yeah. All right. I'll see what I can do as far as watching that. So yeah, we're getting ready for Christmas. I don't know what our schedule is going to be like next week, just because I know I'm going to be taking off starting on that Wednesday, and we normally record the show on Wednesdays. Maybe we'll do a show. We'll keep you guys posted. And also Raw for Christmas is on Christmas Day, so I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to get away from the family to actually sit down and watch Raw. So it'll be kind of questionable.
Oh, yeah, it's the same thing with me, because with the Raw, then also I know like my show Doctor Who that comes out on Christmas Day, I won't be able to watch it because I'm with family. Things change when you get married.
Yeah, lots of things change.
Yeah.
And I'm sure more changes are in the future. We'll have to see what the future holds, especially for 2018. We'll see. So let's dive right on into it. Let's go into our feedback. First bit of feedback we have is from Ryan, our good buddy Ryan, saying, I finally watched Raw and my boo thing, Nia Jax, is making a horrible mistake. One day she'll realize that and come back to me. I love you, Nia! From a couple of weeks ago after attending SmackDown, the dark match was cool, but I had to sit through 205 Live first, which wasn't bad, but was definitely long. I just wanted to see the dark match and go home. Awesome show, guys. Keep up the good work. See you guys next year sometime. I will not be in town for Christmas, so enjoy your holidays. Thanks again for the tickets. Best birthday gift I've had in a while. See y'all later.
Man, that was he had 4 days of wrestling back to back to back to back.
That's not too bad of a way to spend a weekend.
Yeah.
So glad you had a great time, Ryan. I'm glad we could provide some of those tickets for you, and we're looking forward to seeing you next year as well. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as well. Going into our Facebook poll, if you're not aware, we do have a Facebook group page. Simply search WNS Podcast Group and feel free to add yourself to it, and either Tyler or myself will add you to it. And we put up a poll from time to time, and this one we asked, during the Attitude Era, in the height of their popularity, who were you more of a fan of, The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin? We had, I believe, 800 some odd votes. 70% of the votes going Stone Cold's way, 30% going The Rock's.
I want to say I was more Stone Cold, but there was some Rock stuff I liked. I think I liked Rock more later.
Yeah. I mean, I was always a big fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I was a fan of The Rock, but not as much as Stone Cold. So it was kind of one of those, if I had to choose one, I'd probably go Stone Cold's route. That's just that's just my opinion. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who got his Hollywood Walk of Fame star. I don't know if you saw that.
I heard about it.
And he's also actually considering running for president.
I thought that was a joke.
Might have been it originally, but apparently he told Ellen that he's seriously contemplating it, which I'm not going to get into politics. Let's just...
The Rock Obama.
Yeah. There is one little bit of politics stuff that I'd like to talk about, and that is the net neutrality that's going around. Please, if you're in the United States, contact your local senator, your representative, whoever it is, your mayor, the guy running for sheriff. Tell them, dude, we need this net neutrality thing. We've got to have it because I'm not going to pay a monthly fee for access to Facebook. And, it's ridiculous.
It sucks.
It's corporate greed at its finest.
The corporate wants it, or is it like, who wants that?
Corporations. Because they want to be able to say, okay, if you come with us, you'll get faster internet for these websites. But we also have a smaller package if you're not into that. It's basically, imagine your phone plan. Originally, it was text all you want, call whoever you want, whatever. Then they came in and said, nope, we're going to...
Didn't they try to do this a while back?
Yes, it's been tried several times over the past few years, and it's always gotten stopped. But imagine back in the day when your cell phone, they said, nope, no more unlimited texting. I'm sorry, you can't do that. So they put in the limits. Okay, well, you can have 500 texts for $4.99. You can have 800 texts for $9.99. You can have... That's what they're basically going to do with the internet. They're going to say, you can have these packages for this price, and then you'll get faster internet.
That's fucked up.
And you'll have access to these websites because they teamed up with us. But if you go to that website, it's not going to work very well because they didn't team up with us. So screw those guys. If you want to go with that, if you want to go to that website, you'll need to go.
Do we know which corporations are trying to do this?
I mean, it's Comcast, Verizon, AT&T, basically everybody. Whatever business is out there, they're basically trying to get more money out of it. So tell your local representative that we need net neutrality, because if this thing gets passed, which they voted today and it went 3 votes to 2 for the FCC, so now it goes to Congress for a vote, and if they put it through, that's pretty much it for net neutrality. So they need to put a stop to it. If that happens, we might not get any listeners.
Yep.
Because people aren't going to want to pay to go use certain websites or whatever.
Wouldn't that be weird? Like, what would happen? Would you stop just using the internet?
It's one of those things where it's like, if you're a business, you're going to have the top of the line stuff because you're going to have the internet. But if you're kind of in the poverty area, you're not going to have free access to stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine what they're going to do for people who are, like, bumming off their neighbor's Wi-Fi. Like, it's astounding that that companies are wanting to actually do that, like take away stuff that.
It's agreed.
I don't know. It's so. For those who don't think that it's important, it is. If you're listening to the show, net neutrality is important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So convince whoever you got to convince to get out there and spread the word. We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about backstage politics in the world of professional wrestling.
Yes.
Like whenever you go over to India and you've hyped up a person for many, many months, you even give him your championship, and then you have him lose. So, the backstage politics at its finest.
I read an article. They were talking to Triple H.
Yeah.
About, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Triple
Triple H going over to India, defeating Jinder Mahal, and then they danced.
How he puts it, maybe not word from word, but he's a big star over there, Triple H.
I'm sure he is.
And
I'm sure he's a big star just about anywhere he goes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Which is why having the person that you've been building up for the past 6 months defeat him would make a lot more sense than having a person you've built up for the last 6 months lose to him. Just my opinion. I mean, you can say that Triple H went in as the babyface, but he could have easily switched that up. I'm the evil American. You need your hero, your local hero, who's actually from Canada, but he's of this descent, of this heritage.
He's from Canada.
He is from Canada. Look it up.
Okay.
So,
there's people in Canada.
Yeah, it was just I know a lot of people were wondering, okay, if you did all of that to build up to this match in India, because that's who they were trying to appeal to, has this all just been a waste of time?
I don't know.
Because he beat Randy Orton. He's buried Shinsuke Nakamura. At every turn, he got the one up. He ended up losing to AJ Styles just so that AJ Styles could face Brock Lesnar as opposed to Jinder Mahal. But you've been building him for months and months and months, getting ready for this big India show, and then you have him go over there and you have him lose.
Plans change.
Plans do change in the world of wrestling. Maybe they said, hey, we tried it, didn't work out. Maybe that's going to be their excuse. We tried it and didn't really work out the way we were hoping.
I don't know, man.
So we called an audible and went a different direction.
Just like that.
Just like that. That's the one thing, whether you like it or don't, that is one thing that I can appreciate about the world of wrestling, is that they can easily change the direction of something so quickly.
It's just like they have this planned,
yeah,
and then they'll have a backup plan, too.
Yeah. Well, it's like they have 40 characters on screen, and it's like, well, we can switch this one up. It's okay. People are going to forget about it in 3 months' time.
We'll see after this whole, we don't know where it's going, who's going to win. They'll go into our predictions.
Let's be real about who's winning that match.
Jinder?
Hey, man, if that's where you want to go.
I don't know. Say if he does.
By the way, I don't know if you know, if this is the route you're wanting to go with Jinder Mahal winning at Night of Champions or Clash of Champions, I will give you great odds on Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura winning at Clash of Champions as well. I'll give you great odds. What do you say?
No.
No? Not going to take that? Not a betting man?
What are they going to do with Sami Zayn and Owens? They're going to be fired.
They would be fired. That's the stipulation.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into that in a little bit. Let's talk about Raw. So we kick things off with Samoa Joe calling out Roman Reigns and the Shield, basically saying, hey, Dean Ambrose has done everything he can to avoid me. Roman Reigns still hasn't beaten me. Seth Rollins is still trying to recover from whenever I took him out. So that brought out the Shield. Turns out it was a trap.
It's a trap.
The bar. Speaking of traps, you ready for Star Wars?
Yeah, I'll see it.
Yeah,
I guess I'll see it. I think.
Yes,
So.
you think?
Dude, I'm like so
die.
behind on movies. It's not even funny.
Me too. Although I have seen Justice League and I have seen Thor Ragnarok.
I have not.
Those were the last two films that I saw in cinematic.
Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
You're tearing me apart.
I've been hearing
Lisa.
a lot of good reviews on that.
Yeah. Also, James Franco and Tommy Wiseau they said that they are
Twins.
They're in plans to make some sort of movie together.
Oh, God. I can't even imagine. The Room 2. Room with a View.
Yeah.
To kill. So yeah, Samoa Joe and the Bar beat down the Shield, and that sets up for their individual matches later on that night.
Yep.
Then we got to see Paige teaming up with Mandy Rose going up against Bayley and Mickie James.
I forgot what I was doing. I totally
You didn't miss
blanking on
much.
this match.
You didn't miss much. This is actually the debut match on Raw for Mandy Rose, so we got to see a little bit of her in action, and she actually got the pin on Mickie James. So Paige and Mandy
When is
Rose.
Mickie James leaving?
Huh?
When is Mickie James leaving?
Man, I don't know. Like, you want to talk about a talented person
Wasted?
that they just came in and said, you know what? We just need you to put over some younger talent.
Well, that's pretty much what happens if you come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. What it do?
So Paige and Mandy Rose got the win. We got to see a segment featuring Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. What do you think about this segment?
It is kind of cool, but it's still cheesy.
I'll tell you what. For me personally, it got annoying really fast.
That over and over?
That and the graphic that they use.
Oh,
So like
broken?
Yeah, that got old really fast.
I think they were trying something different. Like the how they did it the first time was fine.
Yeah. I know there are a lot of people saying that it was great, it was funny, and all that.
He wants to add their stuff in.
It just didn't, for me, it didn't work. I don't know. It was
You said
just
broken, right?
woken.
Woken, sorry.
Woken! I don't know. There's just something about it. It didn't really click for me. Maybe it was just an off week for me. I don't know.
How many times are they going to do this leading up to their next encounter?
Several.
Yeah, I guess so.
They're probably going to have a match at Royal Rumble, and Matt Hardy's going to win.
Woken.
And maybe he'll bring Bray Wyatt into his army while Jeff Hardy is out recovering.
I don't know about that.
Brother Wyatt. And he can be Brother Husky.
Brother Husky.
Yes.
Tank with a Ferrari engine.
After that, we got to see a quick match. Finn Balor defeats Curtis Axel. Excuse me.
Stomp on your chest.
Then we got to see Seth Rollins going up against Sheamus. I thought this was a really good matchup. And I don't know if you heard the report that Sheamus is dealing with like a neck injury.
Oh, shit, no.
Or it's similar to it. That's why he took that 1 week sabbatical to kind of like recover a little bit. He supposedly the injury is similar to that of Edge and Stone Cold Steve Austin that forced them to retire.
No.
So we could, depending on the severity of the injury, which anytime you're dealing with the neck, that is serious. But depending on the severity of the injury, and if he can just work through it, or if he actually needs to take time off, or if surgery could be talks
he
down
needs
the
to take
line,
time off.
this could be a career-threatening injury.
Oh, man.
So if we come to the end of the road for Sheamus, well, Sheamus has been in the business for quite some time now. What was it, like 2000?
Like he
2008?
Well, he was at NXT for a while.
Yeah.
Or was
Well,
it
he came
OVW?
Came up in the development. It was introduced at the ECW.
Yeah,
The
he was
WWE
there,
ECW.
He was there for a little bit right before Nexus came
Yes.
along, right?
Which that was 2010. So he was there right around there. No, he was there before Nexus because that was
Yeah, he was before Nexus.
because ECW then turned into NXT. So that was 2009, maybe 2008, because the Nexus was 2010. That's crazy.
Even if something happens, he would still keep a job, or they'll give him something to do. That's what they do with their employees.
Yeah, they'll keep him on as
You want your own show on the network?
We'll only give you one season though.
Yeah. You're gonna be a legend, or you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he probably will be.
Fella,
What was he, like the first Irish-born champion in WWE history?
maybe.
Something like that. First fully blown.
What about Irish Mike?
Irish Mike? Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
After that, we got to see Cedric Alexander going up against Mustafa Ali, Tony Nese, and Arya Davari. Fatal 4-way. Second chance.
And Rich Swann.
That's the reason why this match was taking place.
Yes.
Over the weekend, Rich Swann was arrested for assault and, I believe, wrongful imprisonment of his wife.
A legit headlock
Yeah.
to his wife. He drug her. Well, okay.
Allegedly,
Allegedly, this is what happened.
according to eyewitnesses, there was an altercation outside of the venue of a wrestling show that he was attending that his wife was performing at.
Because she's a wrestler, too.
She is a wrestler, yes. There was an altercation. She tried to get out of the vehicle. He went, caught up to her, put her in a headlock, dragged her back to the car, put her inside, and then drove away. And eyewitnesses were saying that they saw her like banging on the window, saying, "Help me, help me." So the police arrested him, charged him with domestic assault, I think, and like I said, wrongful imprisonment. And he has been indefinitely suspended from WWE. So, first off, no excuse for that kind of behavior.
No excuse.
Second of all, right call by the WWE. Immediate, suspension as long as this is going on. If he's cleared on that, and they say, the eyewitnesses, which there are supposedly 2 eyewitnesses, which that's certainly not good for Rich Swann. If everything is dropped and hey, you're free to go, sorry for all of this, maybe he comes back. I don't see it. I don't think they're going to allow him to come back.
Yeah.
Just because they say we have a 0 tolerance policy on this, immediately, indefinitely suspended. I just don't see them bringing him back.
Yep.
And if they do, like, what's the attitude that the crowd's going to give him? Like, what kind of reception is he going to get?
Yeah, he'll probably get boos.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a tough thing because,
You don't do that.
yeah. And, people will make their jokes and say, oh, I guess he couldn't handle that or whatever it is. The truth of the matter is, like, this is a domestic assault. Like, a man put his hands on his wife, and that's just not cool. And I know we were talking about it before the show, like, even if he does get released, what's next in his career? Because I don't see any companies hiring him after that. Like, dude, you messed up.
I don't know.
Like, maybe years down the road, hey, we'll give you a chance. Maybe you've seen the errors in your ways. Maybe you just got heated and did something you didn't intend to. I don't know. Whatever kind of justification they're trying to do for it.
I don't see other companies picking them up.
All I know is that if I had a business, that's a blacklist.
Yeah.
That's
Stay far away.
Yeah, you're not stepping foot in my ring. So because of that, since he was one of the finalists in the Fatal 4-Way match, they had a second chance match between Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, Tony Nese, and Arya Davari. Fun and entertaining matchup. Cedric Alexander ends up getting the win. So he's going to be going up against Drew Gulak next week to determine who's going to be the number 1 contender against Enzo.
I want Drew Gulak to win, but that's most likely not going to happen.
I'm wanting Drew Gulak to win as well. Like, he's starting to, he's getting more airtime. He's starting to get over with the crowd a little bit. I'm kind of hoping for him. But we'll see what happens next week. While we're on the topic of the police and everything, do we want to talk about what happened with Jasper Davis?
Yeah, I guess so.
Man.
Jasper Davis, wrestler from ROW.
He's not just from that, because I don't want to shed any poor light on
Booker,
just that one promotion. This is where we know him from. We know Jasper the Hammer Davis from Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. He's also wrestled at many other businesses in Texas, Oklahoma, just the surrounding areas. He was actually arrested for allegedly murdering his girlfriend. Man. They were at a party. Apparently, he was confronted by his girlfriend about possibly flirting with somebody. Whatever the case was, they end up having an argument. They go home. Argument continues. Something happened. A gun became involved, and the girlfriend was then fatally shot. And, you can make any kind of claims that you want up to this point. It was an accident. I tried to take the gun away. It just happened to go off. Whatever it was, immediately goes out the window because of what followed after the gun goes off.
Yeah.
Because the girlfriend was fatally shot, and he picked up the body and tried to hide it. Your first instinct would say,
it's horrible.
if this is an accident, I'm calling 911. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, we need paramedics.
Yes.
My girlfriend has been shot. We had an altercation. The gun went off. We need help. Not, oh, my girlfriend's been shot. I better hide the body.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's like why. I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe even in a panic.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he was panicking, maybe he'd say, oh my God, my life is over. What am I going to do? And that's the only mindset that I can think that would cause someone to do that.
Probably
But
so, yeah.
the fact that he picked up the body, tried to hide it, hid it, got his vehicle stuck, called a friend. And that's where the police were notified, because a friend came and he was under the assumption that, oh, he was by himself. He just got his vehicle stuck somewhere. So he came out to help, discovered the body, basically said, I'm not helping you with this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm calling the police. So someone doing the right thing in this situation called the police. Jasper then called his father. Hey, my truck's stuck. Can you come help? Yeah, I'll be right there. Helped him get his truck unstuck. Allegedly, as he was driving back to his home, he saw the police basically there waiting. He turned around or went a different direction, went to his mother's house, and then was then taken into custody.
Wow.
So I don't know. I don't know what happened for sure. I don't know if I want to know for sure.
I don't want to know.
All I know is that a woman is dead. You tried to hide the body. I can't paint you in a good picture for that.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't.
sorry. And after shortly thereafter, that the news broke, naturally Booker T's company erased all memory of him, any kind of affiliation with it. Because, dude, that's beyond messed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just, it's a crazy world we're living in.
Look, I know everyone's going through hard times and stuff, but I mean, I don't know, man. That's just oh man, I couldn't imagine being in that situation.
Yeah.
This cannot. I don't know.
Just do what you have to calm down, and you never want to have a situation where someone feels that a gun needs to be brought in to
I do not have a gun.
I don't either.
I don't want a gun. I know a lot of people like, you need to protect yourself, but
Yeah.
I don't want one. I'm always scared to have a gun just because I sleepwalk.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. That's just scary. I have knives and stuff, but that's for work.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Keep it in a safe or something.
Yeah, I never have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I most likely will not have a gun.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a crazy week to wake up to for sure. But, man, first I found out about Jasper Davis, and then I found out about Rich Swann.
Okay.
I'm like, what is going on?
I was opposite.
Like, what's happening out there right now? I just, that's crazy. But let's try to get back on topic as far as Raw. Roman Reigns going up against Cesaro. To be honest, I thought this was a phenomenal match. I thought this was one of Cesaro's best matches
Ever?
Of the year.
Yeah.
Or at least that I've seen. Definitely this year, maybe of all of his WWE matches.
Yeah.
And, that also plays into Roman Reigns being across the ring from him. Roman Reigns is known to have really good matches. They've been letting him go. They've been letting him have longer matches on Raw.
Prove that eventually in time, Cesaro will be ready for main event.
Man, I hope so. I hope that they pull the trigger for him.
We all knew. I mean, we all
Shouldn't have
know
said that.
about Cesaro, how damn good he is. You know, it just takes this long. But hey, I mean, he's having a good run with Sheamus.
Yeah, I hope that Cesaro eventually gets his, hey, dude, you've paid your dues. We're going to give you an opportunity here to see how you handle the pressure. Although I still worry, like, will they allow him to do that because he's wearing the mouthpiece?
Give him time.
Yeah.
Get past that whole.
I don't know if you noticed during the matchup, his mouthpiece actually fell out. And the referee tried to grab it and all that. But man,
don't grab it. It's contamination.
This match was so good, especially for being a television match. Like, this could have easily been a pay-per-view match, and the crowd would have been going nuts for it. They told a really great story with Cesaro working the arm the whole match, trying to take away the Superman punch. Reigns sold it really well. It was just a really good matchup.
It's crazy. We come a long way from Roman Reigns, because I know that we liked him when he was in the Shield, and we got past that. We're like,
we loved him when he was in the Shield, but we had our reserves, because it's like he's being protected because he's working with Ambrose and Rollins, two guys who clearly have the experience.
Yeah.
And then they broke up the Shield, and we were kind of like, I don't know if he's ready yet. But he's come into his own, and he's getting more cheers than boos now because of the reformation of the Shield.
Yep.
Which is a great thing, because now you're building a star. He's putting on great matches with guys like Cesaro, and he'll be able to hold his own. And then they'll probably have him win the Royal Rumble. Just get your mindset around it now, get used to it, because he's gonna have to go up against Brock Lesnar to finally conquer the beast. He's had 2 or 3 chances now. This will be his opportune time. Finally gets to do it.
Goldberg conquered the beast.
Yes, he did. Roman Reigns is no Goldberg, though, sir.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if you didn't watch this matchup, go back if you can. Try and find it on YouTube or something and check out that match, because it was exciting. It was fun. After that, we had Asuka come out. She was supposed to go up against Alicia Fox, but Alicia Fox couldn't come out because she was injured due to Absolution, who then come out and say, we've let you have a pass the past couple of weeks, and I think that time is just about over. So they tried to attack. Asuka tried to hold them off. The numbers game became too much. Then the entire women's locker room came out. It was very weird. The fact that Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax were there, that threw me a little off.
She's not like other women, or she's not like most women.
She's not like most girls, which is why she should have not come out there, because the whole reason for her doing this thing with Enzo is that it takes her away from Absolution.
Yeah. So that
Absolution can run the show.
Back, and Enzo has his hand in her back pocket.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah, that was exclusive.
Oh.
That was a backstage segment.
I didn't know you were backstage at Raw.
Yeah, I was.
How was it?
It was cool.
Yeah?
Pretty cool, man.
Who else did you see back there?
A lot of people.
You see Drew Gulak?
No.
Well, they were all standing next to one another.
Not that point in time.
Oh.
This is a different time.
Well, take me through it. What happened?
Oh. I go into the building.
Okay.
Yeah. And I show my credentials.
What credentials did you show?
That I'm awesome.
Was that like a card or something?
Nothing. I got nothing on this.
Okay, so you walk up to the security guard, and he's like, "Can I help you?" And you're like, "I'm awesome." And he goes like, "Oh, pardon me."
Yeah, that's what happened.
Really?
Yeah. And then he let me backstage.
Yeah.
And then
so you just walk there, and you walk into the building, and
show him
there's just one security guard
podcast.
There's just one security guard. You say, "I'm awesome." He lets you walk back in there.
And WNS podcast.
So there are vehicles around where everyone's parking, obviously.
I'm just walking.
And all of a sudden you're backstage.
Yeah, I'm just walking.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, no one's saying anything to me.
Well, because you look like you belong.
Yeah.
And you're awesome.
Yeah.
He passed the word around.
Yes.
He was like, "Hey y'all, Tyler's in the building, and I just want to let you know he's awesome."
Yep. And I was just observing people. That's all I was doing.
People watching.
Yes.
Do you like to people watch?
I liked the WWE Superstar Watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so who was the first one you saw?
It was, who was it? It was Rhino
Rhino? Okay.
Yeah.
Chilling backstage.
eating cheese.
So he had already been to catering.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was there.
So he was eating different cheeses.
There's a lot of people over there, by
Yeah?
the way. Catering. Yeah, there was Rhino and who else was there? Curtis Axel.
Yeah?
He don't have a broken neck.
Well, we found that out with his match against Finn Balor.
Yeah.
So that was all a ploy to
Mhm.
deceive him. So you saw Curtis Axel, you saw Rhino eating some cheeses.
Yeah. Naya.
You saw so you saw Nia.
Yeah.
Was she already in her ring attire, or was she like
Back into
like what time of the day was this that you walked backstage?
This was
Was the sun still up?
no.
So it was already late.
Yes.
So she was not in her ring attire at that time, even
No.
though we were close to showtime.
No, this was I think after her thing.
It was after her segment.
Yeah.
But before, was it? Okay, so she obviously had a segment with
It's after
Enzo.
also the running too, so
So this is very late in the show.
yeah.
So how'd you watch the rest of Raw?
On TV.
Well, how'd you watch the beginning of Raw?
My phone.
You have that kind of capability on your phone?
Oh yeah, man, I'm super slick like this.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Or this is one big dream. I don't know. That's what it was.
Well, I mean, I need to know, because if you had these kind of credentials and you clearly saw something that wasn't on TV, the people need to know what it was.
Oh.
And you don't want to deceive our listeners, do you?
I don't deceive at all.
Honest A-Bear
Honest
here?
A-Bear.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that was a dream.
So full of shit. Such a liar.
You got me. That was a dream.
Man, if only you had said that she was in her normal attire before Raw and that it was during the day.
Whatever.
You're a liar, A-Bear.
You caught me on that one, man.
Non-honest A-Bear.
Well, I am honest.
We need to make
that
a
was
shirt.
a dream.
We need to make a shirt
That was
says
a dream.
Honest A-Bear. Has your picture on it.
Sorry, not sorry.
Honest A-Bear. Question of the week. Would you buy an Honest A-Bear t-shirt?
People were like, no.
Be honest.
Be
After we
honest.
just caught you in a lie,
That wasn't a
Would
lie.
you-
That was a dream.
would you give Tyler your hard-earned money for a shirt? That's the question of the week. Let
Yeah.
us know.
Would you like to hear more dreams?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hear them. What have you got?
I forgot. Oh, man, I really
Turns
forgot.
out you're not actually best friends with Triple H. That was a dream as well.
No.
Oh, that one's real?
Yeah, he has a big
Huh.
nose.
Wow. I don't know if you should be talking about your friends like that.
Man, what was that other? I had another dream. It's like when you have dreams, sometimes you can really remember them, and sometimes like you remember them whenever like you're sleeping, you wake up, then you kind of forget.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You dreamt that Colin Delaney returned to the WWE and had a match
Yes,
on television.
that was it.
That was no dream, sir. That actually happened.
That was real. That was real.
Did you recognize him at first?
Well, here's the thing.
I didn't.
Okay, so I didn't watch SmackDown
Oh.
at the time. I watched it today.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, they showed a backstage segment where they were talking to him. I was like, oh, shit, there's Colin Delaney. So I knew before.
That man has changed.
Well, he doesn't have long hair.
He doesn't have the long hair. He grew a beard. He put on some muscle, too.
Yeah.
He's not the scrawny little kid he once was.
He said in the interview it was good to be back. He goes, man, he's always been dealing with big people. If it's like Mark Henry, Big Show, Great Khali, Bludgeon Brothers are, no different
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He's glad to be, to come and do this. And he goes, this is you. He said this is not the last time you'll see me.
Now, I heard a rumor that he actually, as soon as he heard that Ellsworth was released, he actually tried to reach out to the WWE and say, hey, I'm available if you need me.
Huh.
So, will we see Colin Delaney in the future? You never know.
I mean, they could use him as a normal dude
Yeah.
unless they just want to get his ass whooped again like all the time.
That's exactly what they'll use him for. Or maybe they'll be
Well,
like,
if they didn't have nothing for Ellsworth, why would they have something for Delaney?
well, maybe they'll come out and say, hey, you may have remembered this guy as the dude who got his ass kicked all the time, but now he's going to be a winner. And he becomes champion.
I don't know.
And they build him up for 6 months and go to his town and have him lose to Triple H.
Delaney.
former Elimination Chamber contender with Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, Samuel L. Jackson. Oh, who are the others? David Bowie.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
You said Eminem?
And Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went out early, though.
Yeah, he did.
That's all right. We forgive you.
Swerved us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We don't know what the future holds for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's just a one and done thing, because they call like jobbers up all the time, or they call.
They're called
wrestlers
enhancement talent, sir.
Sorry, enhancement talent. That was so funny. It was a few weeks ago. My wife was like, "Who are those guys?" I was like, "Jobbers." It's like, I know they're jobbers, but who are they? Jobbers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Enhancement talent.
Yes, enhancement talent. That was on SmackDown. The Bludgeon Brothers defeat Colin Delaney, and he was given a different name, but he's actually from Chikara. Tyler learned me on that one. Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Yes.
C, I believe is what they call it. Going back to Raw, we saw Samoa Joe go up against Dean Ambrose. I don't really remember too much about this matchup, but Samoa Joe ended up getting the win. Put on the Cohina clutch.
Yep. And
Dean Ambrose passed out. He didn't tap.
Make a holla till you pass out.
That's right. We found out that Dana Brooke has joined Titus worldwide.
They dropped
Akira Tozawa.
for Dana.
That's sad. Why can't they have all of them in there? One big happy misfit family.
Yeah, I know.
Then we got
They're
to see.
going to turn Titus Worldwide into a joke.
Oh, it's not already?
No.
Because look at what it's done for Apollo Cruz's career.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been amazing.
We want Titus Worldwide to go worldwide. Do you know what I mean?
I just wanted to be successful.
Yeah, I just want to go successful.
Main event time, Kane going up against Braun Strowman. They built it up all night long, only for the match to end in a double count out.
So it's going to be a triple threat.
More than likely.
And I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah. I did like the fact that Kane did the sit-up, and then Braun did the sit-up, and Kane was like, oh, shit, and backed away. I was almost expecting Braun to attempt the kip-up instead.
Kip-up.
He's done it before.
I know he has.
So
this is so funny for a big guy to do a kip-up.
So part of me was like, how much more of a badass would he seem if he had been able to do the kip-up?
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting up. Like, oh, you just sit up? I'm going to stand the fuck up like a man and kick the shit out of you.
Yeah. Let him do I want to see him do a super kick.
What kind of kick, man?
A super kick, man.
Your face. So then they had a nice brawl and battle of the stairs and power slam.
I just don't care for Kane anymore.
I don't either. He should just stay on the campaign trail.
Yep.
Going over to SmackDown, AJ Styles cuts a promo, calls out the Singh brothers. They come out.
I swear, I like the Singh brothers theme.
Yeah?
I like their music.
That's cool.
To me, it's better than Gender's music.
They were basically saying, we're done with
them.
Done with Gender. We want nothing to do with them.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of it. He beat us up.
His feet smell.
He smells like cheese.
Smells like cheese.
And all that stuff. And, he's a mean person.
AJ basically says, bullshit.
Yeah,
I saw. Are you guys not aware with social media? Because here's a picture of you this past weekend with Gender walking him to the ring. So I'm glad they at least brought up that continuity because that drives me nuts whenever they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, dude, here's a picture of you guys.
And AJ just like headbutted one of them and hit the other one.
Gender came out and did nothing, but then he attacked later on that night.
Yep.
Charlotte had a matchup against Ruby Riott.
Yeah. That's T-A?
Well, it's two T's, so Riott.
Ruby Riott.
Yeah. The match ends into disqualification. By the way, this whole show was with special guest on commentary. This match had Natalya.
Oh, yeah.
Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin had Bobby Roode. Rusev and Aiden English going up against the Usos had the New Day.
Had the
Uday and their pancakes. Kevin Owens, Shinsuke Nakamura had Daniel Bryan on commentary. The only match that didn't have special commentary was the Bludgeon Brothers because that was the squash match.
Yeah.
They had no reason.
They had James Ellsworth.
Breezango.
So, what were we talking about? Which match?
Charlotte and Ruby Riott.
I swear, like, every time they show, like, the Riot Squad, like, it's like I'm focusing on how I don't like Sarah Logan.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
I even
time.
brought that up to my wife. I was like, oh, my God, there she is. And she's like, what's the deal? I'm like, she has the most overdramatic Southern accent you'll ever hear.
Yeah,
in your
it's
life.
like she sticks out. It's like the group, because you have Ruby Riott, like the main,
Mhm.
I don't know, punk chick. And then you have
the
like,
page of the group.
yeah. And then you have, is it Mandy Rose? No,
That's Absolution, sir.
sorry, Liv Morgan.
Who is the Mandy Rose of the group?
Well, and she's like, like maybe like a crazy chick, But then you have the whole Southern gal.
No, she's the blonde bombshell. Come on,
blo-
let's be real here.
She is the Harley Quinn. I don't know. Then you have
Then you got me down by the creek with Paul.
good old girl on the porch with her band. She's playing the spoons, and Grandma's playing the jug, and then Pa's playing the banjo. And there's some raccoons and possums, and maybe they're gonna ride horses afterwards. I don't know. No, like we said like a week ago, I bet like give her some time. Either she's gonna work on it and get better, or they're just gonna drop it.
Paul.
Hey, Paul, what was that line she said last week?
Paul said you're like a cat in a room of rocking chairs.
Too forced. Okay, that's it. Every time she sticks out like a sore thumb, because you have Sonya Deville on Absolution, where she's like the boxer, like
MMA fighter.
yeah. So that works. And then you have
Mandy Rose, who is like the blonde bombshell.
Then you have Sarah Logan, country girl.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Cheap, 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 cheap.
But you're a psychologist. Anyways, how's your sex life? Don't worry, I know the answer to that question. Anyways,
It's bullshit.
so Dolph Ziggler going up against Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode on commentary, and this match is in disqualification. Hey, 2 matches in a row. That's cool. So
I know it sounds bad, but I'm like hoping like Ziggler loses and like he's on his way out or something.
yeah, I'm right there with you.
Because I'm like,
And
okay,
I mean, I know we talked about it
I don't
last
want
week,
I'm
but
not trying to take money away from him, but I think he'll just do so good in the Indies.
he'll probably get more money on the end.
Yes, and like he will do what he wrestle the way he wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like what the report with Cody Rhodes. Now, I can't confirm this because obviously I'm not Cody Rhodes. I don't have access to his bank account. But he's claiming that this is the first time in his career where he's made 7 figures because he did the independent circuit, Ring
Who
of
knows?
Honor,
I don't
Impact. The fact that he's claiming that he got money from Impact, that's amazing.
know. I wonder if maybe he's
like
just
New
a smart
Japan stuff.
businessman. You know what I mean?
Maybe he just knows.
I wonder if he's going to try to see if he can get into with Lucha.
I don't know if I'd do that. I don't know if I'd go that route, to be honest.
Who knows?
Just because they have such a tight grip on you once they get you in there.
Yeah, they're grabbing your balls.
Grab you by the balls.
Balls.
But the fact that he's been so successful on the independent circuit, it shows that, yeah, if you're talented, if you got that, that love from the fans, then you're going to be successful wherever you go. So I think Dolph leaving would be probably the best thing for him.
Oh, for sure.
he's got to be in the later years of his career. So having him go out and performing, it might be a smaller crowd, but he's going to be making more money. People are going to pay a lot more to see him.
Hell, if he does good, maybe WWE will want him more. And
I don't know. I feel like even if he were to take a year or 2 off and go run the independent circuit, it would kind of almost be too late for him.
what is he? 38?
He's in there. Let me see. But I don't know. I don't know if, as much as the fans would like for it to happen, I don't know if they were ever going to make Dolph Ziggler the guy again. He's 37, which that's coming up on the tail end.
Yeah.
Because John Cena's like in his 40s, I think.
Is he?
Cena age. Let's see. He's 40 years old. John Cena's 40. Dolph Ziggler's 37.
It's so crazy. They're phasing Cena out, yet they have another 40-year-old who just got in here, and he's like running the company. AJ
Styles, yeah.
They're not going to phase him out.
Can you imagine if they would have signed AJ Styles years ago?
Yep, they should have.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But he said, I'm glad that WWE didn't get to him right after the whole WCW thing.
Samoa Joe is 38. Bobby Roode, 40.
Man, like I said, and I'm surprised. Like Christopher Daniels is 46.
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura, 37.
Yeah.
So all of these guys are on this roster. They're probably not going to be here for too much longer.
That's
in
why
all honesty.
That's why we have Johnny Gargano. We have Adam Cole coming up. Young dudes,
I've been saying this since we interviewed him back in 2010. Adam Cole is the future of wrestling.
Yeah.
Like that guy is going to be the star.
Oh yeah.
And he's only 28 years old.
Yeah.
Like this if they do it right, this is going to be your next big star, Adam Cole.
Do you feel like they kind of need to bulk him up a little bit more?
No.
Or is he fine as is?
I think he's fine as he is because, to be honest.
Is he fine?
Yeah, he's fine. Kenny Omega's 34, so even if they brought him over, it's 5 years top, 5-6 years tops. Jay Lethal's 32. That's someone. Wow, I didn't know he was that young. I thought he was much older than that. But if they could get Jay Lethal to come over, Kenny Omega, then you got him going up against guys like Adam Cole.
Never gonna get Kenny Omega.
I don't know. To be honest, I can't say that for certain.
I mean, I just have that feeling.
And here's my reasoning as to why. The Chris Jericho match.
You think Jericho's going to convince him?
Not necessarily convince. I think this might be like a teaser. Maybe I might be looking at it the wrong way. I think Jericho wanted to put on a match, and he was like, there's no way WWE would let us do this. I'm going to come to you instead. Because I don't know if you saw the video of what Jericho did.
Him up, yeah.
Holy crap. How great was that? And then they had the press conference afterwards and the attack continued. That alone
I didn't see that part.
It's creating like the most compelling wrestling in years. And it's one of those simple stories like I'm the guy who's going to beat you up. No, I'm going to beat you up. And they're selling it and it's great. And I think it's going to end up getting a lot of pay-per-view buys.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you build some of these new stars, get them in there while they're still young. I think Adam Cole spends probably a few months in NXT.
I know Bobby Fish is older.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Kyle O'Reilly he's 30.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish is 38.
Yeah.
So he's on the tail end.
Yeah. How old is Andrade?
Let me see.
Oh, also look up Aleister Black.
Oh, yeah. Andrade is 28.
Damn. I thought he was older than that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, he looks older than that. Doesn't he?
It's the beard. Aleister Black, 32.
Not bad. Not bad.
So these guys, the guys who are over in NXT right now, there's your future.
How old is Kevin Owens and how old is Sami Zayn? Sorry, that's it.
Well, I'm not sure. Cassius Ohno, 37.
Yeah, I knew that.
Kevin Owens, 33.
That's not bad.
Yeah, so you have a few years.
Wow.
With them. Sami Zayn, 33 as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought they were.
Chris Jericho is 47 years old, and he's still going.
Well, he's smart because he does little stints, and then he takes the time off that he needs.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. To live that life, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would be totally fine if Dolph Ziggler goes off and makes the independent circuit. I think he would do well. Excuse me.
Some people I haven't seen on the independent circuit. I don't know if they just quit wrestling, but Damian Sandow.
I believe he did. I believe
quit.
after his stint in Impact, he was kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to take some time off from the business.
Ryback does some indies, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Swagger, Bellator.
Yeah, he's going to Bellator.
So
Damian Sandow's 35. Cody Rhodes only 32.
yeah, okay.
So, I mean, these guys are, and Cody Rhodes, because of his lineage, of his history, of who his father is, he'll probably come back to the WWE one day,
Yeah, for sure.
I can see him doing a good 3 to 5 years on the independent circuit, making his comeback. Crowd goes apeshit
I'm
for
not
it.
the biggest fan of his wrestling, though. But,
Yeah.
But he's doing good out there.
So we'll see. Going back over to SmackDown, after that, we had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn trying to start the Yup movement. Yep. Dana Bryan came out, said, "Guys, what are you guys doing? There was a reason why I did what I did, and it's
for the
nothing.
fans, it's not for me.
It's nothing like what you guys are trying to do." So, but I will tell you this: I'm going to be the second referee in this matchup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that shirt is not for sale? It's just the ones they made up.
Well, you never know.
Yep.
Because that's how it ended up being with Daniel Bryan whenever he did the no.
Do you have the no and yes?
I do not. I have two of the yes shirts. I have the yes, 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 and then I have the square one that just says yes.
Man, I miss Daniel Bryan as a wrestler.
Me too. Supposedly, well, I mean, there's always the rumors that he could be cleared for a match. They're just waiting on that one WWE official to say you're good to go. But the way that they're teasing it seems like they're wanting him to compete again.
That or this is a way for him
Like it could be him
leave.
versus Shane McMahon.
Huh.
Like, because that seems to be where they're teasing it. Like there was talks, I heard rumors going around that they're wanting that for SummerSlam next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would probably be his bowing out or something. I don't know. They might give him that match and then say, if you sign with us, we'll let you compete and you can win the match. But if you don't, you'll lose and then you go off and do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I still don't know if they'll let him compete.
I don't know what the hell they're trying to do.
All we know is that he's going to wrestle sometime next year. Doesn't matter where it's going to be. He's going to wrestle.
I was about to say, because that must be tough. If they're like dangling something in front of him, they're not going to really let him wrestle. That's pretty tough because this man has made it known that he wants to wrestle.
Yep. And it doesn't matter. It would be foolish for WWE to let him go. Because anywhere that he goes, that's an instant diversion of traffic. Screw that. We're not watching your product. We're going to watch this guy wrestle his match. We're going to pay money to this company instead of yours.
Bryan Danielson is in Japan. He's going to verse Kenny Omega.
And how many people would pay to tune in for that?
Yeah.
A lot. So it would be wiser.
Bud.
Well, it's that double-edged sword. Because if you allow him to compete and he gets injured, that's on you. So it's kind of like, we told you this was going to happen. That's why we didn't want you competing.
How old is he?
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
He's got to be in his probably mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it's a little bit under that.
He is 36. So right in the middle. So.
Damn.
But either way, like he's going to wrestle until he dies. Like
he's a Ric Flair.
Yeah. He's going to.
He's a Hogan.
Give me the surgery and tell me when I can get back in there. Make it a good plastic hip this time.
Yep.
So that's just in his blood.
He needs to be careful. He needs to be a good father to Birdie Joe.
Birdie. Birdlaw.
It's
in effect. We got to see
Fight milk.
Rusev and Aiden English defeat the Usos.
So when are you getting your Rusev Day T-shirt?
I might be passing on that one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
You want pancakes?
No.
Okay.
Not good. I'm good on pancakes right now. Yeah. So we got to see the main event, Kevin Owens and Shinsuke Nakamura, one-on-one action. Daniel Bryan was on commentary, and Byron Saxton, man,
Grilling him.
he was grilling him, and Bryan just started firing right back. He was like, dude, you're just a corporate stooge, man. You're just saying yes because they tell you to say yes and that you love it. He's like, well, I do love it. They signed my checks. And he's like, yeah, but you don't know what it's like on the outside world. Like, you can go anywhere and get checks signed. And then he was trying to say, oh, well, Kevin Owens has you in his back pocket. And he's like, dude, I have all the reason in the world to hate this guy. In front of 300 people, he tried to gouge my eyeball out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to forgive him for that. So why would I be his buddy? So I loved it. I thought it was great. It took away from the match, but
It did.
the ref took a bump. Daniel Bryan put on the ref shirt and was hesitant to get in there when Shinsuke had the pin, but Kevin Owens got the pin and Daniel Bryan counted 3 in a timely manner.
Oh, no. Daniel Bryan RKO'd Randy Orton.
My God.
Out of nowhere.
Came from out of nowhere.
What?
Huh?
What?
What? From out of nowhere?
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Where'd that come from? Kevin Owens gets the win. So,
Yep.
the SmackDown leading up to Clash of Champions was kind of lackluster. Wasn't really anything amazing. But it does lead us into Clash of Champions because we got to hear those picks.
We've got to hear those picks. We've got to hear those picks.
Because Clash of Champions taking place this Sunday on the WWE Network. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch this one live because I might be at a holiday Christmas party.
Holiday Inn?
Holiday Inn. What you doing? Nothing.
Yeah.
Chilling at the Holiday Inn. So there's a number of matches that have been announced so far. The kickoff match kind of surprises me. It's going to be Mojo Rawley going up against Zack Ryder. They had no build this week.
Everyone's against me. Even my boy Gronk.
I feel like this one's almost a no-brainer. I got to go with Mojo to get the win.
Yeah, I can go with Mojo Jojo.
Yeah.
Whoa. I can't do a good impression.
Mojo is his name. That is his name. Mojo Rawley. Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Rawley.
I do not stop, repeat, reiterate, and say my name over and over again.
I miss Mojo Jojo.
It's the Powerpuff Girls.
Mojo Rawley.
Yep.
All right.
Mojo Rawley.
So we both picking Mojo Rawley to win that one. Yep.
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 What to do?
Tell you. Yep.
Next up, Breezango versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
No brainer. Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Breezango.
No, Bludgeon.
I'm going to go with Bludgeon Brothers as well. Even though.
Don't care for this.
Did you hear that they're moving the fashion files to online only now?
Guess
Darn.
what? I'm not going to watch it.
You're going to watch all of them.
I'm
Binge
not
mode.
going to watch it.
All right, so both of us picking Bludgeon Brothers to win that one. Triple threat, United States title on the line. Baron Corbin, defending champion, versus Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler. Who are you going to go with on this one?
Bobby Roode.
Yeah?
Yep.
And it's going to be?
Glorious.
You think so?
Glorious.
I'm going with Baron Corbin. I bet Ziggler takes the pin. So I'm picking Baron Corbin to retain. No reasoning behind it. I just think that's where they're going to go. SmackDown Women's Championship Lumberjack/Lumberjill match. Charlotte versus Natalya. Who are you going to go with?
Retain Charlotte to retain.
Charlotte retains. Yeah. Lumberjack or Lumberjill matches typically have the same formula.
Lumberjill.
Someone gets thrown on the outside. They get beaten up. The other person gets thrown on the outside. Nothing happens. They're like, hey, you're cool to go back in. And then a brawl ensues later on. They spill into the ring. Finisher. Near fall. Someone gets in the ring, cheats, wins. And I'm thinking it's going to be Charlotte, whose hand will be raised. So
Yeah.
let's see if I'm right. Probably not. This is going to be interesting. Fatal 4-way tag team match. Tag titles on the line. Usos versus New Day versus Rusev and English versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
I like the thing they did on SmackDown when they're talking and they
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
So,
What do you go for?
this is going to be interesting because they said, and this is weird. So it's going to be a fatal 4-way. All 4 members, there will be 4 members inside the ring. You can only tag your partner. Now, traditionally, in years past, they had 4 teams at each corner. 2 people start the match, and they can tag in and out as they so please. To which, I think you were out that week, and we had Get Down Dave Brown on the show, and ask, what's stopping people from getting in there? Because you can't get disqualified.
There's some invisible rule.
Yeah. So this one, they're going to go with, from my understanding, now they might change it at the last minute, but from my understanding, each team will have 1 representative start the match. So it'll be a fatal 4-way. All 4 people will be in the ring. You can only tag your partner, and the first person to gain pinfall or submission wins. It's going to be a little tricky.
Yeah.
So I know.
Tricky.
So you're going with Rusev in English.
Nope.
No?
No.
You're going with Benjamin and Gable?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Are you joking, or are you really going with them?
I'm really going with them.
Okay.
It's their time.
But they haven't been built very well.
They don't give them a chance.
And originally, they weren't even in the match.
You didn't pause it, did you?
No, I did not.
Dang,
I
I
know.
need to talk louder.
I feel like the Usos are going to take it. I'm going with Usos.
Take it where?
The Uggos.
The Uggos.
Where are they going to take it? All the way.
Ooh.
Congratulate yourself, my friend. You just got laid.
Feels good. So, yeah. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Very nice. After that, let's see. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens going up against Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, the special guest referees. If Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lose, they will be fired from all of WWE, so they can't go to Raw.
No NXT.
No NXT, no Raw, no 205 Live, no UK division. You're gone. That's it. And I feel like they put themselves into a corner for this because they have already announced that the WWE is teaming up with Facebook to bring the Mixed Match Challenge, where it's a guy and a girl in a tournament facing off against another guy and a girl in the WWE. And guess who one of the superstars in this tournament is?
Kevin Owens.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Yes. So.
But when is the show taking place?
January.
Oh, okay. I picked Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm gonna
they
pick
do
them
lose
too.
and somehow the stuff between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon, they hire him back. I don't know.
No, I don't think so. So I'm going to say Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win. I don't really care which of the refs turn on who. I just want to see Daniel Bryan wrestle. That's all.
What do you think, Mr. Meeseeks?
Oh, great. Great insight. Yes. So final matchup, WWE Championship. AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal. I'm picking AJ Styles.
Shit.
Are you really conflicted on this?
AJ Styles.
You say that almost like you're being
I'm like, I
forced
know
to.
that he got screwed, but I was like thinking, what if they do put the title back on him? I don't know. AJ Styles is the way to go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Quite.
So those were our picks. Let us know what you think in the comment section. But I have to say, those were some great picks.
Those are some great picks.
Those are some great dicks. No dicks!
Too many dicks on the dance floor.
No, sir. So as we talked about the WWE, as far as going to Hot Topics,
So is this like an hour show? A 30-minute show?
I don't know. Specifics haven't come out yet, but WWE is in fact teaming up with Facebook to bring the Mixed Match Challenge.
So this is Raw and SmackDown.
It's Raw versus SmackDown. It's the one time a year where Raw, SmackDown, Raw stars and SmackDown stars go one-on-one.
This is a weekly
head.
thing.
It's a weekly thing. It's a tournament. And it's supposed to last
no.
about 3 months.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Facebook wants to get in on this.
Yes. Facebook's actually paying for this.
Oh shit!
They approached WWE and were like, dude, we want some content for our Facebook Watch.
Facebook to watch.
Yes. Well, it's called Facebook Watch, but it's basically similar to YouTube where you can go and look at stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
So this will not be on the network.
It will be at a later point in time.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to watch it live, you got to watch it on Facebook, and you get to pick, or you get to pick.
Would they do like Raw versus like SmackDown versus NXT?
No.
Okay.
It's like 6 male competitors teaming up with 6 female competitors, and they do tournament style fighting. And there will be a grand champion. Winner gets $100,000 to donate to a charity of their choosing.
Okay.
So more details to follow on that in the coming weeks. So be on the lookout for that. And if you don't have Facebook, well, you can just watch it on the network later. WWE 2K18. It was announced very shortly, and then shortly thereafter, it was released for the Nintendo Switch.
It was like they announced it, and then they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be here in 2 days."
Yeah, it's like, hey, I know it's the 6th, but we're releasing this bad boy on the 8th. Nintendo
Did you
Switch,
watch the videos and stuff on it?
Oh my god, did I?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how bad was that?
Yes.
This game is getting slammed by reviews.
Oh.
If you have not seen gameplay and you want this game for your Switch, watch a video first.
Yeah, really
because
watch it.
Holy crap. And didn't I tell you? I told you that this was something like that was
we
going to
could have
happen.
predicted that they were just going to throw it together in 2 days.
I knew in my heart there was no chance in hell
I knew that they were
going to get it right the first time.
It would have been that good, but there would have been some good qualities about it that you could still play. But no, man,
don't have a multi-person match. Keep it one-on-one only.
Well, I didn't see that part.
Oh. Have you ever wanted to play a video game in slow motion?
Oh, yeah, well, I know it's what's it called?
The frame rate?
The frame rate goes down. Even the entrances.
The entrance is delayed. That's delayed.
It's delayed?
We're talking slow motion. Yes, that. If there are more than 2 people in that ring, you're not going to play.
I love the slow motion mode. That's not a mode.
You're not going to play it. The graphics look terrible. The frame rate is atrocious.
Garbage.
You can't have 8 people in the match. You can only have maximum 6. And if you put 6, no chance in hell you're going to finish that match. There's no way. You're going to quit in a blind rage.
Damn.
So, wait until 2019 at least.
Yes.
Make sure that the reviews come out and say, this works.
Yep.
Because,
and the people who already bought it, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked to have had the handheld able to play it and do all that fun stuff, but I'm so glad that I told people, no, I'm going to get it on the Xbox or the PlayStation.
I was opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it took me from reviews.
Yeah. It was bad. If you're up for a laugh on how not to make a video game.
They said this is like the worst Switch video game ever.
Oh, yeah. I'll buy that. I believe it.
I'll buy that game.
No, I will not buy that game. So if you have a Nintendo Switch, dude, I'm begging you, don't go out and buy that game.
Don't buy it.
Wait for either, unless they come up with some amazing patch for the game, hold off. I don't want to tell you not to support buying a video game because it's your money. You do whatever you want. This is just my observation.